गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदा नंदन जय ब्रजजन रंजन जय यशोदा नंदन जय ब्रजजन रंजन जय जामुना तिरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय जामुना तिरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री राधा गिरधारी भगवान की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, श्री निताई गौरचंद्र भगवान की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnastaya Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswamiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurmani Prasayane Devi Shri Sundari Bhajagristarine. So, welcome everyone today to the discussion on the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are discussing from the third canto of the 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the third canto, we are studying chapter 32, and chapter 32 is entitled Entanglement in Fruitive Activities. Fruitive activities means people do some work, some service with something in return. I do something good for you, I expect something good back. This is how ordinarily people who are pious people, who are good people, they understand what life is. They understand what religion is, dharma is. But that is not complete. That's why it's called fruitive activities. We expect fruits in return. What Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching is a religion in itself. This religion is called Bhagavat Dharma or even Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means eternal, Dharma means religion. In that, we are entanglement or in fruitive activities chapter, we are now discussing verse number 10 for our purification. The context of this particular chapter in the verse is Karda Muni is instructing his mother Devhuti on devotional service, and in the material world, how people live their life trying to be happy at whatever cost. Material world does not mean only earth. Material world means all this universe and universes, unlimited universes. These are all material. It's got nothing to do with spiritual world. Spiritual world is still bigger than material world. So, here the discussion is about fruitive activities. There's a very nice verse. I'll just sing the verse. Evam paretya, evam, sorry, the meter is. Evam paretya bhagavanta manu pravishta. Ye yogino jatamarun manaso viragaha. Tenaiva sakamamrutam purusham puranam. Brahma pradhanamupayanti agata bhimanaha. Evam paretya bhagavanta manu pravishta. Ye yogino jitamarun manaso viragaha. Tenaiva sakammutam purusham puranam. Brahma pradhanamupayanti agata bhimanaha. Evam paretya bhagavanta manu pravishta. Ye yogino jitamarun manaso viragaha. Tenaiva sakamamrutam purusham puranam. Brahma pradhanamupayanti agata bhimanaha. Evam paretya bhagavanta manu pravishta. Ye yogino jitamarun manaso viragaha. Tenaiva sakamamrutam purusham puranam. Brahma pradhanamupayanti agata bhimanaha. So, word to word synonyms, translations, and purport by Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If you can repeat after me, please. Evam, thus, paretya, having gone a long distance, Bhagavantam, Lord Brahma, Anupravishtaha, entered, ye, those who, yoginaha, yogis, jita, controlled, marut, the breathing, manasaha, the mind, viragaha, detached, tena, with Lord Brahma, eva, indeed, sakam, together, amrutam, the embodiment of bliss, purusham, unto the Supreme, unto the personality of Godhead, puranam, the oldest, Brahma pradhanam, the Supreme Brahman, upayanti, they go, agata, not gone, abhimanaha, whose false ego. So, thus, having gone a long distance, Lord Brahma entered those who, yogis, controlled the breathing, the mind, detached with Lord Brahma, indeed, together the embodiment of bliss unto the personality of Godhead, the oldest, the supreme Brahman, they go, not gone, whose false ego. Translation. Please listen very carefully. The yogis who become detached from the material world by practice of breathing exercises and control of the mind reach the planet of Brahma, who is far, far away. After giving up their bodies, they enter into the body of Lord Brahma. Therefore, when Brahma is liberated and goes to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Brahman, such yogis can also enter into the kingdom of God. Purport. By practicing this yogic practice, by perfecting this yogic practice, yogis can reach the highest planet, Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. And after giving up the material bodies, they can enter into the body of Lord Brahma. Because they are not directly devotees of the Lord, they cannot get liberation directly. They have to wait until Brahma is liberated. And only then, along with Brahma, are they also liberated. It is clear that as long as a living entity is a worshipper of a particular demigod, his consciousness is absorbed in thoughts of that demigod. And therefore, he cannot get direct liberation or entrance into the kingdom of God. Nor can he merge into the impersonal effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such yogis or demigod worshippers are subjected to the chance of taking birth again when there is again creation. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayanam namaskritya, naram chaiva narottamam, Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam, Tato Jayamudirayet, Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Uttama Shloke, Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So translation again, the yogis who become detached from the material world by practice of breathing exercises and control of the mind reach the planet of Brahma, which is far, far away. After giving up their bodies, they enter into the body of Lord Brahma, and therefore, when Brahma is liberated and goes to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Brahman, such yogis can also enter into the kingdom of God. So here, the descriptions are given of those living beings who are trying to worship Lord Brahma and thinking Lord Brahma is the Supreme Being, or as the creator of the universe, he has got a lot of power, which is true. Lord Brahma is the original created living being, being born from the body of Garbho Dakshai Vishnu. Also called Adi Kavi, the one who even received knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness first in this universe. As there are unlimited universes floating around in the ethereal sky, this ethereal sky is very vast and unlimited. In this sky, there are unlimited planets, unlimited universes which are floating. In each universe, there are so many billions of planets, so many galaxies, Milky Ways, etc. Each of the universe is separate from the other universe. There are small universe, big universe. Depending upon the size of the universes, Lord Brahma has different heads to manage the size of the universe. The particular universe that we are living in, this universe is considered by great authorities and scriptures to be the smallest universe. And that is the reason why in this universe, Lord Brahma has 4 heads only. There's references where Brahma of other universes has 10 heads, 100 heads, 1,000 heads, 10,000 heads, million heads, millions of heads. We cannot fathom. We think this is a big phantasmagoria. We don't understand these things, so we don't believe in this. But there is nothing spiritual, this is material. Just like that small spider who came up here and trying to save the spider thinks we are trying to kill it, being disturbed. They don't understand what's going on here. They have no idea there is some Bhagavatam class, there's some discussion, there's this here. They may have this, what is this person? They can't even see the whole physical body. But they think we are trying to disturb and kill the spider. Similarly, we are the same way. We live maximum 100 years. In these maximum 100 years, we get some information about some material world, how it functions, and we die. So, to understand how the material world was created, we speculate. Must be like this, must be like that. But unless we are present there, how do we know what is what? I've seen it so many times. Even in Auckland, when we do a preaching program, we hire a center. Now that center about 20 years ago was very different. Then the Auckland Council came, destroyed it, constructed a new center, which is currently standing today. So if somebody comes today and they speculate it must be a different center, maybe like this, maybe like that, you can speculate. But you will not get the exact information as what I have seen before. So speculation is all right, but not accurate. Similarly, if I say that, okay, originally there was only one road coming to the center and moving across. But now there is a separate car park for the center, there's a separate road moving in and out, the other buildings being made. You will have no idea what it was like before. Is it not so? This is the thing with modern scientists. They are doing a good job of speculating, but with speculating, you get only speculation in return. So that is the reason why we have to rely upon these books, Puran, Bhagavad Puran. Srimad Bhagavatam is called Bhagavad Puran. Puran meaning old, history. These are documented evidences of old history which has been spoken by people who have experienced some things and who have heard from people who have experienced some things, and what has been spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna or his incarnations, or his incarnations, who talk about this universe, other universe, etc. So we are entering into that one discussion by Kapila Dev. Lord Kapila is one of the incarnations of Lord Krishna, and is answering the question of his mother Devahuti. This was spoken, if not thousands, some millions of years ago. But that place still exists in some form. If you go to India, and in India there is a state, western state called Gujarat. If you go to Gujarat, there is a city, very well-known city called Rajkot. From Rajkot, about 200, not even that much, 133 odd kilometers. There's a place called Patan. There's very nice saris ladies can wear from Patan. There is a place called Bindu Sarovar. It exists even today. At that time it was a sarovar, big, body of water, lake, huge lake. But now there's a small lake. But still, the government there has done quite a bit of job in preserving it, creating nice facility. Now in Bindu Sarovar, this is the place where Karda Muni instructed this information about material world and spiritual world to his mother Devahuti, and she in turn got liberated. So, if you want, normally when you do oblations to your ancestors, like mainly it is done to your fathers, forefathers, oblations or pinda is offered to forefathers. Shraddha is called. This is the only place where you can perform Shraddha for your mother, called Bindu Sarovar. It's called Bindu. Bindu means drop. Originally, this particular Sarovar or lake was created when Lord Vishnu, the plenary expansion of Krishna, when Lord Vishnu approached Karda Muni, because Karda Muni was performing great austerity. And seeing his great austerity and devotion to Krishna, actually Lord Vishnu cried. And from there the Sarovar was made. And Karda Muni's son is Lord Kapila Dev. So, in here Lord Kapila Dev is instructing that those living beings who are trying to worship Lord Brahma, they have to perform great austerities, great penance. And after controlling of the senses called pranayama and other exercises, controlling the mind, when they leave this body, when they die, they can go to that planet of Lord Brahma whom they are worshipping. You see, that information is not so readily available even today, even among the Sanatan Dharmists. Those who are sincere, they can do so, but this information is lost moreover. So they perform these activities and they can go to Lord Brahma's planet. And there, when they die after so many years of birth in Brahma's planet, because Brahma lives for many, many years, 311 trillion years. In Brahma's term, Lord Brahma is living for 100 years. But for our calculation, he lives for 311 trillion years. Just like that small spider may live for a few days. For a spider, it's unimaginable to live for 100 years, 70 years, 80 years for us. And in spider's terms, we are living for so many thousands of years. In spider's day and night and years. So this is how relative things are. And this is the depth of our Vedic culture and Vedic knowledge. This is how Srimad Bhagavatam is different from all other religious scriptures like the Bible or the Holy Quran. It's very in depth. That's why those who understand Srimad Bhagavatam, they call themselves not this body but spirit soul. They see everyone as spirit soul, but not everyone, those who are realized, who realize Srimad Bhagavatam. It is very difficult. We are studying now, speaking something, but that doesn't mean we have realized the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says the same thing about those living beings who are trying to worship demigods like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Ganesha, etc. So, in the 7th chapter, Knowledge of the Absolute, Lord Krishna says, Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavati alpamedhasam devan deva yajo yanti mad bhakta yanti mamapi. So Lord Krishna says, men of small intelligence worship demigods. So he qualifies. Who worship these demigods, these people? The small intelligence. Those are not very clever. And say, why he calls them small intelligence, people of small intelligence? In the next point he says, and their fruits are limited and temporary. This is the reason why. Because you get benefits by worshipping demigods very easily, but they are temporary benefits. He says, those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods. When they die, they go to the planets of the demigods. They are worshipping them incessantly, thinking them to be God. He says, but, Lord Krishna says, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So here there is a clear differentiation between the material world and the planets of the demigods, including Svargaloka, heavenly planets. It's material. Svargaloka also is destroyed at the time of Kalpa. You see? In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Indras who are born. So just imagine how small Indra is compared to Brahma. But even Brahma has to die one day. Although long period, but he has to die. And then the enjoyment is so heavy in Brahma's planet and other even heavenly planets, even moon planet. We say there is no life in moon planet. There was 2 days ago, there was a article, news, which says that China is sending a rocket to the moon to collect stones and sand and bring back to Earth. Right. Now if I say, I also have got a rocket which I have sent to the moon and it has got some sand and rocks, I can give it to you. and I give you some sand and some rock, how do you know it is from moon planet or earth planet? I may pick up from my backyard. So what have they done? All these Americans who sent this shuttle going to the moon. We went to the moon, and as a proof, what have they got? Here, some rocks. some sand. Now just imagine this. If I say I'm living here in New Zealand, and if I say, listen, I'm going to America, I'll come back from America in 1 month's time. And after I disappear for 1 month, and I come back after 1 month, and you say, hey, Ambrish, you are lying. Where do you go to America? You must be sleeping in your home for 1 month. I say, no. I went to America. Is it? Proof. Show me the proof. Say, yes, here is a rock. Here's some sand. This is from America. Will you believe it? Will you believe? You will believe this? You will believe this? No. But we believe we went to the moon with the proof of rock and sand. How foolish we are. And we are told, there is no life in moon. All right. And now they are saying, we can go to Mars. We are going to live in Mars. You give your application. Hundreds of people have given application, many from India, to live in Mars. Yeah, right. If there is, in California, fire burns. They cannot control the fire, but they want to go to Mars. Now there is a pandemic going on in the world. This virus, which we cannot even see, so small, it cannot even move, this virus called corona, COVID-19 virus. It cannot even move on its own. Yeah? That virus, who cannot even, doesn't even have hands and legs, cannot speak or whatever it is. So small, so tiny in this whole world. And what is the answer to that with our scientific advancement? You stay at your home. The virus is out there. Yeah, very advanced we are. We are going to go to the moon and then Mars. Foolish people. Does it make any sense? We may not need scientific evidence. Use common sense. Will you believe this? If you are so good, if a person comes, I go to America and say, America, I'm going to fight with you. They'll come and kill me, right? But this small virus, they cannot kill. And there will be so many viruses in Mars. How do we know? We say, no, there is no life in Mars. Or there may be life in Mars, there is some water we found. How do you know? Oh, we have sent this, robot. And you believe them. Right. Just like we believed the same countries which went and attacked Iraq. Do you know what they said? They said, Iraq has got weapons of mass destruction. They're very bad. Very bad weapons of mass destruction. It is fact. So they attacked with their destructive weapons in Iraq. They destroyed it and they could not find any weapons of mass destruction. This is a big lies they have told us. And nobody is asking questions to them. They did. In the UK, there was an inquiry and the then Prime Minister of United Kingdom, he apologized. He said, yes, we thought there was a mass destruction. So what do you mean you thought? By thinking you destroyed the whole country. I'm not saying that the leader of Iraq was a very good man. But how do you destroy so many thousands of people, bombing them, killing them? Lifestyle is destroyed. Other problem. Then you got ISIS. Then you got Syria. Problem. We believe them. Is this how? Is this knowledge? Foolish. They told us that if eating butter, cheese, milk, drinking are very bad for health. You must not drink so much. This is what they said, right? Doctors say these things, right? But we don't know. Last year, 2019, there was a big revelation. They said, actually, this research was done 30 years ago, but this research was fraud. They said this. Because the scientists who were there doing this research were paid money by these big corporates who are in sugar business. Like who? Who are sugar business? They are soft drink manufacturers, including food manufacturers. Those Tetra Pak manufacturers, open it and eat it. They put a lot of sugar in it. They paid money to say, just tell them that sugar is okay, this is bad. They lied. Do you know this? Anyone of you know? You know about this? No? You know? Why not? They lied to us. The doctors lied to us. The doctors lied upon their information. Why don't we ask this question? They said, actually this ghee, this butter, and this cheese and milk, don't have too much. You have nicely, it's very good for health. Now they are saying, and they didn't even say sorry. So I went and took appointment with my doctor. I said, you charge me, I don't mind my $20, whatever, $25, $40. So I told him, why should I trust you? You tell me. He's a big man in Auckland. He teaches doctorate also. And people can learn from him. He's a big man. Very reasonable. Now he's nearly retired. He knows me very well. He's fond of me. I'm fond of him. So I told him, doctor, you tell me. This research has come out now, about 1 week ago. And you have been treating patients for 30 years, saying, based upon this research. Now they are saying this research was a fraud. Because money was given to the doctors to say, remove away from sugar, talk about these facts. So how can I trust you? Why should I trust you that cholesterol is bad? You are saying cholesterol is bad. Why should I trust you? I asked this question to him. Why should you be trusted that I'm paying you money? He said, no. Trust me, this is very wrong what has happened. It's totally wrong. But don't worry about cholesterol. Cholesterol happens this way, all those things. But what I'm saying is, how much can we trust these people? These scientists? These doctors? This small virus which we cannot even see is roaming outside and we are away. We are in our homes, packed. This is how we protect ourselves. Is this protection? If you are powerful, then you'll walk, no? Why should we be afraid? If American president is the most powerful person in the world, he should walk alone wherever he wants to go. He doesn't go like that. Before that, he gets all his secret agents. They come, they sanitize, they even take their urine. When he goes to toilet, he takes his toilet and urine also with them. What foolishness we are living in this material world. I thought the most powerful person means walk wherever you want to do whatever you want to do. He is afraid of everybody. Machine gun, everybody is afraid. He is walking in between. Anyway, so as we can't trust this knowledge that has been given to us, let us trust this knowledge which exists for millions of years, which says that Lord Krishna says, men of small intelligence worship the demigods, who just want some profit now. God, give me this. I will do this for you. Business dealings, But the fruits are limited because after they perfect them going to their planet, they have to depend upon that demigod to be liberated and then only they get liberated. There's one more verse, which is a very significant verse also in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says in chapter 9, attaining the Supreme. So here Krishna says, Yanti deva vrata devan, pitrun yanti pitruvrataha, bhutani yanti bhutejya, yanti mad yojino pimam. So what does Krishna says here? He's saying, those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. That means you die now, you are worshipping Ganesha, Shiva, wherever you want to go, Indra, Varun. So you will be born in the planet of that particular demigod. He says those who worship ancestors, many of them worship ancestors, go to the planet of the ancestors. The Greek religion, the Greek philosophy was ancestral philosophy. If you watch, what is the big famous movie which won some Oscars? It was showing on ancestors. Gladiator. If you watch Gladiator, you'll know about this. The New Zealand actor there. He worships ancestors. So Greeks were worshipping ancestors. So that means it's a remnant of Vedic life. The whole world was following Vedic life at the time. So if you worship the ancestors, you go to ancestors. those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. So what is this me? Living with Krishna meaning what? So Krishna says that this is still material world. Beyond this material world, which is temporary, which is destroyed, when every night of Brahma, when Brahma sleeps, half of this universe, majority of the universe, including the universe still, heavenly planets, Swargaloka, is destroyed. When he wakes up, they are again awake, again the whole creation takes place, alive for one day of Brahma. Then Brahma sleeps, they again destroy half of them. 75% of that. So again when he wakes up in the morning, again creation takes place. These are called kalpas. Like this, Brahma sleeps for one day, 24 hours, 24 hours he sleeps. So he lives for 30 times 1 year, 365. That's one year of Brahma. Times 100. So 365 times 100 is one life of Brahma. Now, as per earthly calculations, this 365 times 100 times 1000 times 2 times 30 times 12 is Lord Brahma's life. So he lives for 100 years, and right now we are so perfect, the calculations of the Vedas, that we even know today Brahma is in his 51st year. So there are two prardhas. One is 50 years prardha and 51 to 100 years prardha. So this is the 51st year of Brahma, and in 51st year of Brahma, the time, we even know the time. It's around 11:45, just before 12 o'clock. And this information is not changed, it's written down. So once it's written down, you cannot change it. You cannot say sorry. You cannot say you have misunderstood it. It's written down. And it is perfect. So let's trust this. And here, in the very next verse, Kardama Muni tells his mother that please don't worship these demigods. You worship Krishna and you can go to his planets. Now, this material world, Krishna says, of so many unlimited planets, of so many Brahmas and universes, is only 1/4 of the creation. 3/4 of the creation is not material, it's spiritual. They are called Vaikuntha planets. In Vaikuntha planets, there are unlimited planets, unlimited universes in Vaikuntha. 3/4 of the total creation. In each of them, Lord Krishna incarnates in his special forms and he lives in each of the planets. The living beings are also 3/4 more than material world. The enjoyment, the pleasure there is unimaginable, where every song, but even in this whole spiritual world, the planet of Krishna is very special. It's the topmost planet of the whole creation. It's called Golok Vrindavan. And the material Vrindavan which we see today in Vrindavan, India, is a reflection of the Vrindavan exists in the spiritual world. So Krishna appears only where there is Vrindavan. He doesn't go anywhere else. He did not come to New Zealand, neither did he go to Mumbai or Delhi or Kolkata. But very close to Kolkata, Krishna went, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Navadvip. He appeared there. So, spiritual world, once we reach, we don't come down again. We are not born in this material world again. And at that point in time, we realize that even this life of Brahma, which is 311 trillion years, is actually nothing. Because time doesn't affect spiritual world. Time is relative in the material world. It's eternal but relative, depending upon where we are born. So, the summum bonum, the summary of the discussion today is that we must make sure that we don't get caught up with this worshipping of the different demigods. Those who are born in India, those who follow Hindu religion, basically they follow Sanatana Dharma. But those who are, as it says, the materially inclined, they worship demigods. In the Western world, because they do not have information of Sanatana Dharma, they are atheists. They are still greedy. Greedy is everywhere. Everybody is greedy. So, rather than being atheists, Western world or Middle Eastern world, better they are at least worshipping some demigods. It's not perfect. It's a step forward. Rather than being atheists in this Western world or other worlds in India, that's abominable. Better is still little advanced worshipping demigods. And Krishna says in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita that do not disturb them, for their worship is going on. Slowly they will change after many, many births. So birth in India is very fortunate birth. It's very fortunate birth. So these things, information are very easily available to Indian bodies. And those living beings who are very fortunate also, who may not be born in India, but who come in touch with Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's teachings, may be born anywhere in the Western world, Western countries, Middle Eastern countries, whatever. So we are very fortunate to have this knowledge of Srila Prabhupada opened up for us so easily that even a fool like me can think about it, speak about it. So, let's make most of this great opportunity given to us by a great saint like Srila Prabhupada. Study these books, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Perfect our lives, worshipping, developing our bhakti for Krishna. And at the end of our life, we go back to Godhead, Vaikuntha planet, spiritual world, not material world, where we can live there eternally without falling down again. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jai. Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.